All right, folks, before I begin, I want everyone to be lucid. I want everyone to be alert. So I'm going to treat you all to a brain teaser.
Okay.
Okay, so don't share with your neighbors, but think of a number between 2 and 9, 2 or 9. If you need to write it down or use your phones, go ahead. Does everyone have a number?
Yeah.
Okay, now take that number and multiply it by 9.
Do people name them?
All right, now you should have a double-digit number in your mind. If not, double check your multiplication. Now take that two-digit number. It could be 32, 43, whatever. Add the 2 digits together. So if you have 43, add 4 plus 3 and get what? 7. Does everyone have a single-digit number?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now what I want you to do is subtract 5 from that number.
Yes. Okay.
All right. You should still have a single-digit number. If not, double check your subtraction. Now, think of the letter that corresponds with that number. A being 1, B being 2, C being 3, etc., etc., etc.
Got it.
Everyone have a letter?
Uh-huh.
All right, now think of the country that begins with that letter.
Got it. Uh-huh.
Okay, now think of the second letter of that country.
Uh-huh.
Now think of an animal that begins with that letter.
Uh-huh.
Think of the color of that animal.
Uh-huh. Okay.
All right, folks, the problem, of course, is there are no gray elephants in Denmark.
Great elephants. Oh my
You
God.
got rats in
Holy
Argentina.
cow.
Double check your math. You got octopuses in the Dominican Republic. I'm sorry, don't go
He's
south.
good.
Very good.
Great elephant.
Now, folks, I didn't get into your minds. The moral of the story is what? If we know where we want to end up, we can get what? A plan to get there. So today, folks, we're presenting a little short infomercial for our LaTip group and why you should be part of LaTip. Now, let's start with a 50,000-foot view of every small business, right? So we're way up in the sky looking down. Any marketing campaign has to start with what? We all learned this in Marketing 101. SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So let's start with our 50,000 foot view of what every small business has for our strengths. What's our number one strength, folks? Relationships. Big business can't replicate the relationships we have. And what do our customers all want? They want us to, not just to know, but care to know what for them. So it's not just good enough anymore that what you know. So big business can't, because big business has a lot of knowledge, but can they care to know what our client wants? No. We have a monopoly in our domain in here. Like Fernando has a monopoly here in Monmouth County, Merrill Lynch. For somebody to compete with him, you might have to drive from Pennsylvania to here. He's here already. And thankfully he's here at Rule 7 after the morning. Speed. Small businesses can come up with decisions quickly. If something arises, it can change course. Big business, it might take years to change. But folks, seriously, what's happening? Big business is getting faster too. Something we have to think about. Weakness. Getting business outside our current domain and geography. Scaling up. If we get a big customer or we get inundated with work. Us accountants, we have what? We have to deal with taxes and all the seasonality of that and staffing and whatnot. We need to be efficient and have admin staff is typically our Achilles heel. Thankfully, we had Gino Malamachi and Tina show up today, so we're well represented. Social media. Big business can learn what's going on in social media, create buzz. Automation, Upwork.com. You can get people that are super cheap to compete against us. Tax returns can be hired online by remote accountants. Digital marketing. we all have to do what? Up our skills and try to acquiesce and focus in on what the big business is doing. We have massive departments focused in on digital marketing. Decreasing attention spans, and sorry to the younger members of our group today, millennials. Millennials are what? Price sensitive. You don't understand that price is just a number on an invoice, and cost is the cost of not doing business. What are the opportunities for the small business? We can double down and strengthen our relationships. Perhaps join what? A networking group. We could discover and learn from other small business professionals. We can, learn from the accountant, the plumber, the mortgage broker, the real estate professional. We can be a leader in our field and business. The tip, we're all leaders for 10 or 15 minutes, right? We can get a second opinion. Most of all, we can climb the highest mountain and scream out what we do. And everybody's cool with it. Threats. I had a prospect, who's a friend of mine who I'm trying to bring in to the accounting firm I work at. He's got an insurance agency in California. He has real estate, he didn't have his what we call suspended losses or built up losses properly segregated in his books, which I pointed out and fixed for him. Turns around and tells me what I do is a commodity. Now the compliance work I was doing for him certainly wasn't a commodity, and if he ever sold the property, laid down the road, or got audited, it would have been a problem. But perception is what? Reality today. So commoditization is our number one threat. Big business is advertising. Did anyone like those Super Bowl ads with the robots? One of the worst ads was Intuit's ad with a robot that wanted to be a CPA, and people were confused, didn't know what it was. It was written up as the worst ad of all. But they spent billions on it. Because what do they want to do? They want to create a perception that we're a commodity. And I think that's our biggest threat. Do it yourself. Do it yourself is the biggest marketing on YouTube right now. The tip is the answer. If you're looking to strengthen your strengths, diminish your weaknesses, and fight threats, sometimes you want to go to a place where everybody knows your name.
Nice.
Cheers. Integral business of men and women, only one position for one time. I'm the accountant here. Our president is the real estate. Ray is the mortgage person. Only one person. So everyone gets to be a star. Get to strengthen relationships. Positive feedback. And by the way, down the road, there's a tip group with 115 members. If you want to be part of a big crowd, you're welcome to go there. We happen to have the number one Latip referrer here today, Gino Malamachi,
Yay!
as a guest. And the last thing is our chapter list, where your name could be featured on our website. Well, thank you for listening to this infomercial, and please be sure to join us at our next online marketing seminar, or come visit us every Tuesday at 7 a.m. at Marlboro Diner in Englishtown. Thank you very, very much.
Nice, yeah.